right, good morning. It is third week of Virtual Home Instruction Day 11. Today is a B day, I'm pretty sure. And today we're going to start a DBQ, all about the fall of Rome. But before you close your Chromebook and say, oh no, Mr. Doka's done another DBQ, I promise we're not going to be writing an essay. We're going to be doing something really fun at the end of the week. We're going to be writing an obituary for the fall of Rome. And we're going to get our content for that through these documents. So that's the goal for the end of the week. We're going to do a flip grid, wearing our togas, having a little toga party, like we would have in class, except unfortunately we won't be together to all have our togas. I know I'll be in a toga, and I'll throw a picture up there. So I expect hopefully all of you to be as well. I'll give you a how-to tutorial on how to make your own toga at home. I don't expect you to go out and buy anything. No one should be going out anywhere. You don't have to. It's just strongly encouraged, and it's just a fun way for us to kind of come together and do something to wrap up Rome. We've been on Rome for a long time, and to celebrate the accomplishments of Rome and the failings of Rome. So that's the plan for the week. I promise we're going to keep it super easy. In addition to DBQ stuff, each day there's going to be one section of Engineering and Empire on Edpuzzle, and it's going to be about 10 or 15 minutes long. Today is on the Emperor Vespasian. Last week we saw three, Augustus, Nero, and Claudius, and now we're going to keep moving to kind of see how who was in charge as Rome was falling, and what these different emperors were doing to kind of lead to the fall of Rome, because that's one of the reasons for the fall of Rome is bad leaders, as we're going to see. So today it seems like a lot, but there's it moves quick. Watch this instruction video on Edpuzzle. Watch the Vespasian segment on Edpuzzle. You could do that afterwards, or you could do it right after this. It's up to you. And then you're going to complete the hook exercise on the DBQ online, and then you're going to read the background essay on DBQ Online and complete the background essay questions. I'm going to do it differently this time because I want you to have immediate feedback, and I want you to have immediate feedback on your answers. So I'm going to make it all on Google Forms instead of on the DBQ. So for the background essay questions, for the document questions, they're all going to be on a Google form. And that is here. This is the background essay questions for the Fall of Rome DBQ. Complete these questions using the background essay. This will give you a grade, and I'm going to average the grades from today, tomorrow, and Wednesday total. If it's open-ended, make sure you don't put any periods or spaces after your answer. I put many variations of correct. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to average all of your grades on these Google Forms from the background essay, the documents on tomorrow, and the documents on Wednesday, and give you a grade from all that. So you have many different ways. In addition to that, I strongly encourage you to do two things. One, join in my AM or PM review sessions. So instead of a video, tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm going to host, like I did last week, AM and PM review sessions. I will announce when. I'm thinking around 8:30 in the morning and then around noon. You don't have to join, but I strongly encourage you to join because this is a way for us to see each other, for you to ask questions, and for you to ask questions of each other, to see each other, and to ask questions of me. I'm going to record it like I did last time and put it on there so you can watch and see our questions about the documents, because some of them are a little confusing. If you can't join for that, I strongly encourage you to get on a hangout with a friend or two or three and talk about the documents like you would have in class. Except now you're not limited to who's in your class. You could do it with anyone from any of my classes. Talk to each other. Talk to each other about these documents. It's super important that you do that. That's like half the reason that I really like the DBQ Online. Most of the reason is it promotes discussion in class. So I think that's super, super important. So I encourage you to do that by joining the AM or PM sessions. So for block 1 and 2, I'm going to post a link for the AM session just for numbers' sake around 8:30. And then for blocks 5 and 7, I'm going to post it around 12 noon for you to join the PM session. If you can't join, then you can watch. All right. So there won't be an instructions video. If you're getting to it, before we do the session, then come back and look at it later, okay? Especially, or have that discussion with a friend, because I want you to discuss these documents before you go and answer the Google Forms each day. All right, I hope that's pretty clear. If you have any questions, email me or leave a comment. Also one of these days, possibly tomorrow, possibly today or tomorrow, I'm going to just put a form for feedback out there on how virtual instruction is going in social studies, what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to see more of, things like that. All right, so look for that and please complete that. All right, the DBQ. What were the primary reasons for the fall, quote unquote, because Rome still exists, it's still there, but the Roman Empire kind of fell as we know it and kind of went into hibernation and moved, and then it wasn't until much, much later that, it became Italy again. So that's why it's in quotes. So what were the primary reasons for the fall of Rome? We have a pretty intense painting here. This is a secondary source from an American artist in 1836. Read this overview. From about 50 BC into the year 200 CE, the Roman Empire was the superpower of the Mediterranean world. During that time, the empire's wealth, territory, and international status grew and grew. But even as the empire prospered, it was slowly starting to fall apart. Some of its problems were internal, coming from within Rome itself, and others were external. This mini-Q explores the factors that led to the eventual fall of one of history's most powerful and influential empires. So today, you just have to do the background, the hook exercise. Take a look at it. It's interesting. There's a general agreement among historians that the 1900s was America's century. During this 100-year period, the United States emerged as a world leader in a number of critical areas: politics, economics, military power, and human and civil rights. Now, in the opening decades of the 21st, observers are wondering if America is losing its edge. And that goes with the article we were reading, the interview on Friday. So this is all kind of connected. That's why I had you do that on Friday. Your task below is a short list of 8 troubles facing the U.S. in the 21st century with a partner. So again, get on Hangouts, talk to each other. Identify the 3 troubles that you believe are most capable of causing America's decline. Be prepared to share your thinking with the class, aka tomorrow during our review sessions. So 1, America is becoming an unhealthy, overweight, couch potato culture, too much sit and click, or sit and tap on your phone. Political squabbling among Democrats and Republicans is sinking the nation. Terrorism is a real threat. Growing economic inequality between rich and poor has created the greatest gap in decades. Yearly budget deficits and growing national debt imply a buy now, let our children pay later mindset. Environmental threats such as pollution, habitat destruction, and global warming, climate-related disasters like Hurricane Katrina and Superstorm Sandy are on the rise. Dependence on foreign oil and unwillingness to pay the price for alternative energy. Moral and cultural decline, music, pop culture, and materialism, and declining work ethic. Pick your 3 primary troubles for America below and put them in order of importance, with the first one being the most significant problem. So just add a text box to each of them and select the 3 that you feel are the most significant problems and put them in order. All right, so again, I know I went over a lot. Watch this instruction video. Watch the Vespasian segment on Edpuzzle. Complete the hook exercise, hopefully with a partner. Read the background essay. Complete the background essay questions on the Google form. It will give you a grade. I'm going to average the grades over the next 3 days. Join me for the AM session tomorrow or PM session tomorrow to go over the documents. There will not be any instruction videos because those sessions will count as those instruction videos, and I will post them later if you can't make it. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep up the good work.